What is up, man? Late night live, man. Just some motivation for you guys. I actually did a live earlier today, and I had a gentleman that kind of explained the situation to me. It kind of made me sad thinking about it later on throughout the day. I was basically trying to motivate. Well, we kind of got off to the wrong foot first start. You know what I mean? And I was kind of trying to motivate him to do a YouTube channel, and he told me about his condition that he just didn't want negative comments on his video, and he had a situation happen where it affected his limbs in a certain way. And I just want to say, man, like at the end of the day, listen, nobody's perfect in this world, bro. Nobody's perfect in this world. There's a lot of people who deal with a lot of things on a regular basis. They have a lot of things that they're not so appealing of, but that should never stop you, man. That should never stop you from doing any type of content. That should never stop you from going after what you want. You got to understand that even if people comment on your video or whatever you're dealing with, it doesn't make them any much better than you are. You know what I'm saying? There's things that they're dealing with at the end of the day. You get what I mean? Like at the end of the day, everybody has something that they're dealing with. There's nobody in this world that's like has a perfect life. Everything with them is perfect. There's something everyone is dealing with, bro. Some people are dealing with overthinking. There's a lot of things that people are dealing with. So you shouldn't hold yourself back, bruh, because you're dealing with something. There's a lot of people dealing with a lot of stuff, bro. And a lot of people, they're not strong enough to kind of live life. What do I mean live life? Like a lot of people, they don't fully live life because they have stuff that they're dealing with, bro. Some people sit in the house. Some people don't go outside. Like it gets deep. And I just want to motivate everybody, man. You got to start living life. At the end of the day, whatever you're dealing with is whatever you're dealing with. But you're not the only person in this world that's dealing with stuff. People have mental problems. They have certain syndromes. They have, there's people who have issues being fully, operational. I don't want to use the term, but everybody's dealing with something. I'm trying to tell you. And don't be scared to do content, bro. At the end of the day, doing content, you don't necessarily have to always be in front of the camera. You could literally do behind the scenes videos. You could do voiceovers. You could figure out how to use AI. But these are things that's gonna make you happy and take a lot of what you're thinking about off your mind. Do some form of content, and the individual, I hope he starts a channel, man, because just hearing why he wouldn't want to do a YouTube channel is because of the comments kind of made me sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I want that individual to understand that, bro, you're not alone in this world. You feel me? At the end of the day, my mother had a real situation where she would get funny looks when we would go outside, like, you know what I mean? And I didn't ever understood why people would look at her like she was a weirdo or something, but she had a serious life situation that she was dealing with, but people saw her and they wouldn't understand that, you know what I mean? But I guarantee you, anybody that was to experience what she experienced would be in that same predicament. So what you guys have to start understanding is like it's easy for somebody to say, "Oh, you're like this because this or this," and comment on your post or say something about you. But at the end of the day, that person has to go home and face what they're dealing with. Everyone has to go home and face what they're dealing with. Dude, there's some people that deal with so much overthinking. It's like you wouldn't understand. You would think this person's life is perfect, but they deal with so much overthinking, bro. When I say overthinking, it's like every decision is literally stress for them. You know what I mean? I'm just that's just one example of what I'm giving you, but nobody should feel like, oh, I can't do this because I'm dealing with this situation. When I motivate you guys to do content, man, it's like to bring you guys some type of peace. You feel me? At the end of the day, you gotta understand there's people in the world on the internet who are gonna relate to you. There's so many people in the world that are gonna relate to you on the internet. That the internet is like the world in your hands. Some people might not relate to you that live in your neighborhood, that go to your work, that are in your family. But there's gonna be people on the internet who are literally gonna relate to you. They might be going through exactly what you're going through, experiencing exactly what you're experiencing, and understand how you feel. This is why the internet is here. It's like a universal connection to the world, communication to the world, where you have access to people who live all over the world in different areas that are very similar to you experiencing what you're experiencing. And this is why you should always indulge doing content. Doing content is beautiful, man. Like I meet a lot of people. We talk about great things. It's been a good experience. I personally feel like, I've learned a lot from talking to people. I thought my situation was horrible, but people have crazy situations. I talked about my job situation. People were like, man, I'm going through the same situation. I never thought people was going through that situation. I thought I was the only one going through that situation. But those examples of to back up what I'm saying, like there's always gonna be people online who are gonna relate to you. Of course, there's gonna be superficial individuals in the real world who act like their appearance is the best appearance, whatever their looks is the best look, or whatsoever it is, man. You know how people act, but they're not that important. They still are dealing with something. No matter how much they pretend, act like a D-bag, a a-hole, whatever, they're still dealing with something at the end of the day that they have to go home and face. So don't look at yourself as any less, bruh. And him telling me that was like, nah, yo, you OG, you gotta beef up, you gotta turn up, you gotta get right, you gotta get feisty, you know what I'm saying? Fired up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta get fired up out there. Y'all gotta turn up. This is a one in a lifetime experience, bro. Look at this as a one in a lifetime experience because there's a lot of people out there that are scared of leaving this world. So while you're in this world, why not try to experience it fully? You know what I'm saying? Why not try to experience it fully, man? Like I know a lot of people I used to hang out with that never wanted to come outside because they was so in their mind, but I had to force them outside. You know what I'm saying? I force them outside. I mean, let's go outside. Let's go karting. Let's go to a movie. Let's go do this. Because you're missing out on living, bro. When you're so focused on what you're dealing with, thinking you're the only one out here dealing with anything. That's not the case. Do content to have people that can support you, that relate to you. You don't even have to do content for the money, bro. You could do content just to have relatable individuals. Everybody that does content, they meet people that are related to them, that understands them, that perceives and probably might be experiencing what they're experiencing. That's the whole purpose of the internet, bro. Purpose of the internet is like a worldwide communication, web wide, universal, where you can literally connect with people who are just like you, but in many different places, far away, whatsoever, bro. That's the whole purpose of the internet. So why sit at home and deal with what you're dealing with by yourself when you can do content, find people who are gonna relate to you, and eventually you can open up to them about whatever you're dealing with. They're gonna support you. They're gonna say, "Man, I didn't know you was going through that." Man, so many people online that get supported going through a serious situation. So many good people in the world, man. And you find a lot of those people on the internet, man. You always gotta understand, like a lot of the peoples who are gonna love you and support you, they're gonna be total strangers, bruh. Total strangers at the end of the day. They're gonna be total strangers. Not gonna be your aunt, your uncle, your neighbors sometime. Neighbors might be cool, but total strangers are gonna relate to you, support you, and show you that love. You guys should be motivated to do content, man. Be motivated to indulge in this because this is a lifelong universal connection. You can have this connection with people all over the world. Forget your neighborhood, forget your family if you don't relate to those guys. Who cares? Reach out to the world. This is the world in your palm of your hands. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be like, look, man, I relate to YS East, man. Man, YS East, me and him are kind of similar, bruh. What? I didn't know he was experiencing that. I just thought he was a big time YouTuber and all that. No, bruh. There's people that are normal people, bruh, that are gonna relate to you, bruh. indulge in content, bro. I wish I could put a battery in the OG back. Like, come on, OG, you gotta do this content, man. You probably got a lot of knowledge. You could drop a lot of knowledge. It's a lot of young dudes who you might could change their life by explaining your situation or whatsoever. Always look at it like that too. You know what I mean? Like what you experience, sometimes you might have to share with the world so people can be smarter, move smarter, understand what could happen or might make better decisions. You're influential, bruh. You don't have to be a celebrity to be influential. You're influential, bruh. You can see kids in the neighborhood like, yo, stay in school, man. Yo, don't do that right there. Y'all don't do that right there. That's influence. You're helping move things forward. So don't sit at home experiencing what you're experiencing and not feel confident enough to like build a community around you that's gonna support you. Eventually you can open up. You don't have to open up, but slowly but surely you'll start to realize like, man, people are really going through stuff out here. It's not just you. Be motivated, be fired, be turned up about yourself, man. Be lit, get lit, man. Get lit. You know what I'm saying? This whole time I've been going through this whole financial situation, bro. It's nothing else for me to do but be late. Be lit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine me crying in the house because I ain't make money for 6 to 7 months. It's like, what? I gotta turn up. I gotta be lit. I gotta still feel like YS. I gotta still feel like I'm the man. You know what I mean? Of course, I could be feeling like a bum right now. Like, man, I'm a bum right now. But I can't feel like that because it's everyone else. It's a lot of people in the world that are dealing with worse financial situations. And it's relatable. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you is like, yo, bro, whatever experiences you having, you don't have to really go fully into your story, but you can share that with similar people in the world. That's why you have the internet, bro. This is the purpose of the internet. This is a one in a lifetime opportunity, man. You hear people say that all the time. This is a one in a lifetime opportunity. You got to think about it. In 2000, the internet wasn't like this. It wasn't. In 2000, the internet was not busting like this. Nobody was really on the internet. Everyone is on the internet. The whole world is on the internet right now. Do content. Talk about your experiences. Share your stories. I told y'all about a situation where I saw a video where a guy literally, opened up about doing a major substance. Bro, when I looked at the comments, you know how many people were relating to that type of stuff? I never thought so many people would relate to doing to this major substance. This is a major substance. It's not no weed, cigarettes, alcohol. This is like something life changing. There was so many people in the comment like, man, oh my God, I had this, I experienced the same thing. I got hooked on doing, it started with a C, you know what I mean? And it was so many people. I'm like, dang, man, I would have never imagined so many people tried this substance, but they related to this individual. Like, man, I'm glad you bounced back. They support this individual. They helping this GoFund. This is real life. This is not fraudulent. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say get on the internet and just try to finesse, but if you're really going through a serious situation, this is where you get help, bro. The banks ain't gonna help you. Your family can help you. Your friends ain't gonna help you. But the internet can always help you, bro. This is a one in a lifetime opportunity. Do not miss the opportunity. It's here. Just the way I'm talking to you right now, you can't really see me. I'm chilling on the live. Y'all hearing me speak still. If you don't want to, do face content, bro, you could do voiceovers. Just set up a presentation. You know what I'm saying? Or you could do POV where you never really have to show your face. It's just you're showing whatever you're doing. But this opportunity right here, you might not know when it's gonna be like this again. You guys have to take advantage, man. If I could talk to the OG, I would ask him like, OG, please do me one favor, just start a channel. There's so many guys older than him that have channels around his age that have channels. They talk about sports, they talk about whatever they want, bro. But they love doing it. It is like fun to do. And on top of that, it's like there's a good progress if you endure doing this content. You get a reward at the end. You know what I mean? The reward, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know Malika Sam. I just the live ain't been busting, so that's personally why I didn't really do the freestyle Friday. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they've been stunting the lives for real. You know what I'm saying? But everybody get motivated, man. Do content, man. It's gonna change your life, man. I love doing content now, bro. Like y'all don't really understand. Like I be thirsty to do the lives. After I do the lives, bro, I'm thirsty to go just game on Twitch. You know what I mean? One thing I haven't really been doing much of is like putting together my clips, but that's because I'm trying to unlock a certain gun in this game and then I could go dumb, but I'm still getting better, you know what I mean? So I love doing everything online, bro. I feel like my phone is a mini computer in my hand. I feel like I'm gonna make a million dollars from this phone. I'm gonna make $1 million plus from this phone. You know what I'm saying? And you guys gotta feel like that about yourself, cause I don't want you guys get on here and think I'm a superstar in my own way, but everybody's a superstar in their own way, bro. You feel me? But you have the same potential that I have to have your own channel busting like this. So one thing I want to tell you about life is like a video game, right? Check it out. So in every video game, you start out with like the bare minimum. You understand? The more you put time and effort into the game, you get upgraded. This is how life works. So anything you start, of course, you might not take off right away. You might not get the results right away, but the more you put that time in and effort in there, there's gonna be upgrades, there's gonna be rewards that you will unlock. Every video game is like this. This is why would they set up every video game like this? Because this is how life works. This is how life works, especially when it comes to doing content. I tell you all the time, bro, this was a miracle. This wasn't even the channel I expected to go up, but it went up. You know what I'm saying? And it went up. And in it going up, it was because I was consistently posting. I didn't quit because I was stuck at 5. I didn't quit because I didn't have 20. I didn't quit. It just went up. It went up when I least expected it. And that's how it's going to happen for you. But you have to start before you get the upgrades. The upgrades always come later. Remember, there's always upgrades in life. Same as a video game. Every video game you play, I don't care if you're playing Minecraft, you're going to have upgrades in Minecraft. NBA 2K upgrades, you know what I mean? But you got to put in the time to get the upgrades. Most people just want the upgrades. Everybody want the upgrades. If we could all get the upgrades, life would be too easy. I could just close my eyes, and I have what I want right now. But you have to put in the time to get the upgrades because it's like a video game. So every time you wake up, set a schedule. Okay, I'm gonna post on this channel. I give y'all a little example of my schedule. When I wake up in the morning, I do what I gotta do, get ready. You know, I know I gotta do live probably around 3:30. Boom. So I might go on Twitch for like 2 hours, clips. Boom. If I'm not doing Twitch, I might look for clips to edit for the Instagram and for the TikTok. Boom. Like if I don't go live on TikTok, I'm gonna do IRL stream, game stream on the TikTok. Boom. These are things that I know I have to do regularly, bro. It's a part of my day. I have to fit them into my day. Same as you. Set some type of schedule. Because if you want the upgrades, this is the schedule. In order for me to get the gun I'm talking about on COD, Call of Duty Mobile, I have to go in there and go crazy. I have to get MVP all the time or top 3 all the time in order to get those upgrades. This is truth. So this is how everything works in the world. And I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love when your channel starts to take off, man. I was geeking at 50 subs, bro. When I say I was geeking at 50 subs, I was so excited. I'm like, man, what, I got 50 subs? Because when you first start YouTube, you think the toughest part is getting the subscribers, but it's not, bro. I'm telling you, it's not, because one video can get you all the subscribers in less than a week. In less than a week. This is how it could happen. It's happened for, man, I know this one lady who got like 900 subs overnight. She showed it on her channel. I'm like, no way. But this was before I was at this level. it can happen. Really, the toughest part is your hours. I'm keeping it a being with you. You got to grind for the hours, but the easiest part is getting the subs. But you have to go and not quit. You have to start and not quit. Because I don't want to say be consistent. That's not. I made a live about that. Consistency is lined up with results, man. If you're not getting the results, your consistency might go away. To me, is consistency is starting and not quitting. Do not quit, because you're gonna feel like, man, I ain't really getting views and all that. All that comes later, man, when the subs build. Look at it from a statistical point. Like, you're not gonna have views if you don't have subs. This is simple. One video might go up, but still it might not bring in all the subs, but you have to keep putting in the work. And by the time you know, man, it's gonna be like, whoa, I didn't even know. I had this one kid on TikTok right now. This kid is famous on TikTok. It's a true story, bro. My boy quit YouTube. He plays Fortnite. At the time, he was at 13 subs. I put this on everything. It's on my life. And me and him was talking. We used to talk all the time on TikTok. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Man, I'm getting my YouTube ready." He's like, "You do YouTube?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Ah, I used to do YouTube, but I quit because it wasn't really busting." I'm like, "How many subs you had?" He's like, 13. So I'm like, "All right." Same thing I told you about the shorts. Post the shorts. My man is at 200 subs right now. He's at 200 subs right now. I told him that like 3 months ago. 3 months ago. This is a fact. He's at 200 subs right now. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't go live as much as he should, but this is how fast it can happen, bro. This is how fast it can happen. I know a lot of people say this online, but I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you exactly the truth. You would think YouTube was paying me to say this, but this is free. All this is free, bro. You might have to go buy somebody's course, seminar, you know what I mean, to get this type of information, bro. Honestly, online, but genuinely, I want all y'all to have this type of enjoyment, have this type of itinerary. It's like, think about it like you got an itinerary. Yeah, you got your regular day. You might have to go to work. You might have to take care of the household stuff, but this is a special part of your itinerary. It's on the schedule. Do a live. If you can't show face, you could do no camera live like this. Boom. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is get to 50 subs to do a live, 60 subs, and you're good. Until you can get there, you need to post the content. You know what I'm saying? Use the hashtags, use the shorts. I gave you the time on when to post. 11 a.m. to 12 to 2 a.m. 11 to 2 a.m. So all the information's there. This is all the information I received, and I executed, bro. I executed. That was it. Everybody seen the video that I seen. That's the crazy part about what I'm telling you. Everybody seen the video. Not everybody, but it was a lot of people. This guy has 55,000 subs. I'm one of the 55,000. So everybody seen that video, but only a few executed. And all the people that executed from that video, they have 1,000 subs plus, bro. Even the ones that kind of flipped on the guy that they got the information from, they have 1,000 subs. All of them, including me. This is the truth. We was like the Fab 7. Then we got to the Fab 5, you know what I mean? But I tell you guys this stuff because I want to motivate y'all, bro. I want to get y'all going. I want to get y'all turned up. I'm the type of dude, I'm like, man, let's go, man. We got to get this. We got to get this dub, man. Fire you up. Yeah, we got to turn up. We got to get lit. It's time. It's time. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? It's time right now. Time right now is ticking. Boom, boom, boom. You see, I'm up at like 4 a.m. I'm like, I got to do this live. For some reason, I got to say this to them. I got to get y'all lit. Y'all got to get lit. It's easy. Once you figure out the YouTube, focus on Facebook. If you got an Instagram, boom, you could just set it up to where you post on your Instagram, it posts to your Facebook. So you're killing two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is another one that's easy to go viral on. Just find some lit clips, edit them, remix them like I told y'all, post it on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what other information that needs to be delivered. It's all been delivered. It's all been delivered. You got to get going. You got to get active. Being dormant, it's time. That time is over, man. It's time to get active. It's time to put in the work. It's time to see if this really works. It's time to see if I'm just a talker, a yap king. You know what I mean? They say I'm a professional yapper. I ain't really yapping. I'm dropping the sauce. Scoop that sauce up. Get busy in the kitchen. Cook up. Time to cook up. If you're not trying to cook up, what you trying to do? Cause I ain't gonna lie, like your little, I ain't trying to hate on your job, but it's not gonna bring in millions. If that's the case, everybody that's been working for 30, 40 years that's retired will have millions. I don't know if y'all ever really think about it on that level, bro. That's not gonna bring you millions. Like I seen a YouTuber make a video the other day. He's like, man, people always ask me like, how are you successful? What do you do that's successful? But they watch my YouTube videos. They see me driving the cars. They see me doing a new penthouse tour. Where do you think this money comes from? And he said it laughingly, but it's from his YouTube. He has the cars from his YouTube. He has the mansions from his. It's from his YouTube, and he's been grinding for a while to get that. So when people ask him, "How did you get successful?" It's like he's doing YouTube. He's doing content. There's people doing YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. There's people getting paid off of this. I got my first TikTok live that I really knew TikTok was getting money. I made $200, bro, in less than 5 minutes. I didn't even know these guys. These people just came up and was going crazy on the gifts. I'm like, dang, TikTok really like this? Man, I see why they were trying to get rid of this John. This John paying people mad bread. That's why when you see people TikTok get banned, they go dumb. They like, oh, my TikTok account is banned. Because they was getting too much cheese on it. They get mad bread on it. I'm being honest with y'all. You get paid off TikTok every Wednesday. I told y'all how to get the live access. It's easy, man. Set up a TikTok shop. Get the Seller Center app. Set up a TikTok shop. Boom. You don't have products to sell. They got you covered. You can sell other people's products. You can be an affiliate marketer. That's going to give you the live access. Boom. You get live access, do battles, go live. You know what I'm saying? Source is all it is. You scoop it up, get in the kitchen, get busy. It's time to get turned. It's time to get lit. It's a lot of people even older than y'all getting paid off of these social media sites, getting paid off of content, because I'm telling you, your job is not gonna bring the millions in, man. I'm sorry, unless you a doctor or something, or like an NBA player, or like athlete, you know what I mean? Like that's when the millions might come in, but you gotta work for a while to even put some bread up. Everything's expensive now, so look at this as an opportunity that's gonna grow and develop, but you gotta trust the process, man. Trust the process. Believe in the process. Pick the information up. Execute the information. Execute the information. Once you do that, I'm telling you, you're going to go up. Everything's going to go up. But you got to give yourself a chance. If you don't give yourself a chance, you can't see things go up, man. You're not giving yourself a chance. This is a way to give yourself a chance. This is an opportunity that everyone has. Everyone has this opportunity. Anyone with Wi-Fi has this opportunity, bruh. Anyone with Wi-Fi, internet service, anyone has this opportunity. You guys have to seize and take advantage of this opportunity. It's very important. This is something that could literally change your life around, give you happiness, connect you with others, you know what I'm saying, that are very relatable to you. So what are you really waiting for, man? Are you gonna not take the opportunity because you're dealing with something in life? You're gonna hold yourself back, not fully live, not fully experience, not take 1 or 2 shots, not see if you can make it one time? Is that what you're gonna do? You're just gonna sit there, fold your hands, mope. But how long you gonna mope? Some of y'all maybe been moping for months, bro. Some of y'all been overthinking, doubting yourself for months, bro. It's over. That time is done. All that is done. You've done that enough, man. You put enough time overthinking. You put enough time focusing on your whatever, your insecurities, whatever you got going on. You done put enough time into that. It's done. That time is done. Wrap that up. I'm telling you to wrap that up right now. Package it, ship it off. Too much time has been put into that, man. Put more time into being turned, being lit, having no fear, taking opportunities, experimenting with different things, not caring about being judged. This is that time right here. This is that time for it. There's no other time for it. You try to do it later. Ain't no later. It's now. This is now. Everything is now. Everything is now. If you don't look around and see how things are fastly moving around right now, you gotta wake up. Everything's now. You gotta take full advantage now. If you don't take full advantage now, it might not be a next time. It might not be a later. The internet might not be here. You never know. You know what I'm saying? This is right now. Right now is that moment. I'm telling y'all, right now is that moment. In this moment right now, it's that moment, bruh. It's definitely that moment. We have to seize this opportunity. You get up, you touch your phone every day, not knowing this is that it's the world in your hands. They put the world in a small device in your hands for you to connect, for you to think outside, for you to use a different way of thinking to tap in. You gotta tap in. You've been tapped out for too long. It's time to tap in. It's time to get online. When you get online, you tapping in. Everybody like, I don't do online, I don't do online, but you're online. You just not making no bread for real. Everybody else is getting bread that you watching. Tap in, check into the game, put your shoes on, lace up. Time to ball out. You done enough watching, man. Put some points up, man. Put some points up right now. Get in the field. Touch the rock or something. Run a couple plays. This is that time. There's no other time. I'm telling y'all. There might not be no other time. You don't know how long this is going to last. You don't know how long this is going to be here. So don't let whatever you're dealing with hold you back. Break that bondage, yo. Everybody dealing with something. Who cares if you get criticized? The person criticized, you still gotta go home at the end of the day, look at yourself in the mirror and not deal with something. They gotta deal with something. You know what I'm saying? As long as, listen, as long as you could look yourself in the mirror and be like, man, I like who I am. That's all that matters. That's the only thing that matters. Somebody can come criticize you and say this about you. That don't mean they better than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all one thing before I leave, bro. One of my favorite sayings is from the movie Scarface. You know what I'm saying? It's the scene, one of my favorite scenes from the movie Scarface, bro. Is when Scarface literally goes into the restaurant, he's intoxicated, and he's like, it's like his main bosses that had the money. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know what? You know what? You guys are effing assholes, you know that? You know that? Had the bottle in his hand, he was drunk. He like, you don't have the guts to be what you wanna be. You don't have the guts to be what you wanna be, you know? You need someone like me. You need someone like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy. But would that make you good? Eh? And he got up out of there. And what I want you to take from that scene and what Scarface was saying is like, people are always gonna criticize you when you're the one going after what you want because they don't have the guts to do that. They don't have the guts to be themselves. They don't have the guts to be confident. They don't have the guts to just be them. So they can point the fingers at you and say, this is what's wrong with this person. This person's like that. But what does that make them? It doesn't make them good. Doesn't make them better. Doesn't make them anything. That's like one of my favorite scenes from Scarface right there, man. That's a real life scene. You know what I'm saying? Because those guys used to talk about Scarface, criticize Scarface, but they couldn't even be themselves. He was always him in the whole movie. It was him the whole movie all throughout till the end. Even he was like, you effing cockroaches. Like, this is him. He was like that the whole movie through the end, bro. So be you through the whole movie. This your movie. This your film. You the director. You the star. You everything, yo. You the one writing the script. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see Scarface. It's a dope movie, dope. You the one writing the script. You everything in the movie, man. You the main actor. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, man. Listen, you are the main star of your show. You are the main star of your show. Always remember that. Nobody else can run the show. I can criticize your show, but it's not my show. It's not my show, it's your show. Even if I say something about you, it doesn't matter. I'm one person. I ain't the president. Even the president can say something about a group of people. Who cares? He's just one person. You feel me? So the time is now, man. Don't waste this time. Be motivated. Get turned up. Get lit. Get active. Get ready to run your show. Get ready to do this content. Don't be scared. You been scared for too long, yo. What you scared of? The internet? The same internet you go on, you watch things on, you watch other people on. You need to be on that internet. It's legendary. What happened if civilization get wiped off today? The only thing left is the internet. They will watch us. They will watch you. Get online. You probably have some great hobbies, great ideas, great skills, but you scary. We want to see that. I want to see that. The world want to see that. The kids might need to see that. The knowledge you have, people might need to hear that, bro. That could change the world. That could change somebody's life. The knowledge somebody gave me, man, I'm in the progress to hopefully change my life. Do you get what I'm saying to y'all? I just feel it. You know, the fortune cookies I've been getting been saying some crazy stuff too, though. Like, your best successful days are ahead, you know, stuff like that. So understand, don't hold yourself back. Stop it. It's done. All that is done, bro. Put that away. All the holding yourself back because you don't like you got freckles. You don't like because your hair is not long enough or whatever. You know, just a bunch of silly stuff, man. Or you don't like how your nose looks. You don't like your lips. Who cares? People got big lips. People got big nose. I got a big nose, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like my nose. You know how many people done told me, boy, you got a big ass nose? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, dog. I like this nose. This is a fine nose that God has blessed me. I can smell anything with it. You know what I mean? It's a part of who I am. You know what I'm saying? If my son come out, he don't got a big nose, that ain't my son. You heard? He don't got the button nose. I don't know about that child. So embrace that, man. Embrace that. Y'all be scary, bruh. Somebody be like, oh, you got some big eyes. Thank you, bruh. You see the dude that's on Instagram, he made money from his eyes. My man got the little pop-out eyes. He does skits, bro. He does skits. You remember big, long neck, buff neck? They took advantage of that. I'm sure so many people used to talk about their neck, like, oh, look at his neck. Look, they capitalized. They did content with their neck. They made money. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you is they didn't hide in the house. They wasn't scary. They didn't stay in the crib. They didn't hide themselves because people would criticize them. It's like, bro, even if you hide in the moment you come outside, people gonna criticize you. Why you hiding? Why you doing all that hiding? Get active. You know what I'm saying? Because when you come outside, they're gonna criticize you. You gotta get active still. Do you get what I'm saying? You hiding. You wasting time hiding. You wasting time being scary. You wasting time doubting yourself. You wasting time worrying about the criticism. It's gonna happen anyways, regardless if you're getting active. So you might as well get active. You might as well get turned. You might as well do the content. You might as well get lit. Because regardless if you're not doing it, people still gonna criticize you when you pop out, when you go to the grocery store, when you go to work. It's when you go to a family event. You might as well do this content, bruh. That way you can have your own community around you that relate to you, bruh. Some people might relate to you because you got a nose like them. Somebody be like, yo, your nose look like my nose. I'm like, yeah, we them nose boys, you heard? At the end of the day, I'm just giving y'all examples. You feel me? I told y'all there was a guy who did CRACK, bro. So many people were like, man, I did that in my life. I'm sober now. I got a better life, bro. Man, I can't believe you was openly vulnerable about this. I never wanted to tell anybody I did CRACK. So many comments. I'm like, yo, dang, I ain't know this many people had this experience in life. But this is why I'm telling y'all this. Cause you may be at home like, man, nobody relates to me. One of my friend, he had like a serious condition, bro. He had like muscle discography. I don't know what it's called, but it's like sometimes his muscles would get too tense and it would tighten up and he wouldn't have enough energy. You know what I'm saying? But this was a condition I never heard of, and he said it was a rare condition. He couldn't drink, he couldn't smoke, he couldn't really do a lot of physical activity. But he was always going to the club with me. Like my boy going to the club with me. We going out, we chilling, we were vibing. That's one thing I always liked about it. He said, man, I can't let this hold me back from being me. You know what I'm saying? My boy Russ Bucks. You feel me? Always would go out with me, go to the parties with me. We going out to chill with shorties. He could have been in the crib just on some, I just don't want to go outside because my condition. You know what I mean? My man was getting lit. He was getting active. And I felt like I was the friend for that reason. You feel me? So I'm here to motivate y'all for that reason. Get active. Get to it. Light that fire back up. Put that flame back up. You've been dormant for too long. You've been worried about whatever you dealing with for too long. Who cares? You still gonna be dealing with it right now and tomorrow. You might well do this content. You know what I'm saying? Do this content, man. I love y'all, man. Listen, y'all all have great potential, bro, because God has given each and every one of us many talents and many great knowledge. But in order for us to really get it out and release it, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to trust ourselves, and we have to not be insecure about criticism. Criticism is always going to come, regardless of what you're doing. You could be somebody who minds your business and never put out any content. Your mom gonna criticize, your uncle going, somebody gonna criticize you, bro. Everywhere you go. So you not escaping that, bro. It's a part of the game. A lot of things are a part of the game. These are some of the things. Criticism is a part of the game. Dealing with certain, I don't know, insecurities, mental issues, life situations is a part of the game. There's no escaping that. Even millionaires got issues, bro. You feel me? You just might never know because you think, hey, their life is all cherry pies because they got money, but they have issues. Some of them have health issues. They can't even enjoy the money. You feel what I'm saying? So don't hold yourself back, bro. Do not hold yourself back. Yeah, do not hold yourself back, guys. I believe in all of y'all. Do start doing this content, man. If watch your videos, man. I remember the first time I recorded a YouTube video, I'm like, yo, am I doing this right? This I don't know if I sound weird. I was like, yo, why tube? Just doing a reaction video today to John Wall, doing an open run, and you know what I'm saying? It felt different to me. It was new, but the more and more I did it, it got normal. It became easy. It felt natural. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all easy for me at first. I'm like, yo, is this how I'm supposed to say this? And you know, but I was still me, and I just grew into being this guy for y'all. But y'all can do the same, bruh. It's not that hard. All y'all could do the same. And some of the stuff y'all gotta say that's probably better than some of the stuff I gotta say, bruh. But y'all just can't say it on my channel. They gotta say it on yours. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, you know, that was supposed to be like a little funny joke. I don't know if y'all get it. You know what I mean? Kind of force y'all to want to say it on your channel, but you know what I mean? That's a sense of humor, man. But get a channel started, man. Get that Gmail, bro. It's easy. Set up the channel. Think of a cool name. One of my favorite things to do was thinking of all my channel names. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to sound smooth, cool. Like I want you to remember, like, you know, think of a cool name, set up the channel. It don't matter. You could do vlog content, live content. You could do anything, bro. You could literally do workout content where you motivate people to work out. You could do run. You could ride a bike. You could do fishing. Bro, the list is so long. I cannot name a lot. You could sew. You could do AI. You could do cleaning. You could show work. You could do anything, bro. Fashion. The list is endless. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want y'all to have no feeling of being caged up because you're dealing with anything in life, bro. We are all dealing with something. Some people multiple things. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a good attitude, like I said, through this 6, 7 months, because bro, I'm telling you, I ain't had the amount of funds I'm used to having. That'll really throw you off, like not being able to afford certain things, get certain things. It'll have you questioning your true potential. Like, man, what have I come to? Am I not who I'm supposed to be? But I can't feel like that. I gotta feel lit. I gotta feel like, why yes, you feel me in old times. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the crib, I can't be like all moping and all that. Cause when I go outside, I see people sleeping on the ground. It's like, nah, they dealing with something too. Let me turn up. Let me get lit. Let me feel like who I'm supposed to feel like. Cause this is what it takes, bruh. All that feeling like I ain't much, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's gonna have you in that spot moping, crying, complaining, whatever you've been doing for so long. When you feeling like, man, I'm something. I'm at least something in life. In this life, something at least special about me. I know I can do this content, man. I see why yes, he's talk on live all day. What are you talking about for? I know I could talk like that. That's how you supposed to be feeling. Man, what I see why he's get on here sometime. He do an open discussion, man. Man, I see why he's eating food. I could eat food, do reviews too. Man, I see this guy living outdoors. I could do outdoors. Man, I see this guy, he cut lines, he do line, I could do lawn content. Man, I see this guy do fishing, I could do fishing. This is what you gotta feel like. You feel like anything else, you not ready, bro. You still on that same time. You been on for too long. Like, oh, I can't do this. Man, I don't know if I got what it takes. Man, that's done. All that is done. Put all that aside. You need to be feeling how I'm telling you. Man, I see this guy do car content. I could do car content. Some of y'all probably got mad cars that's so cool, bro. You just gotta do a video of the car. Like you got the Mustang, the Barracuda, you got some fire Harleys, some choppers. Dude, you could start a car channel. You know how crazy that'd go? Stupid. Or you could go do reviews at dealerships. You have access to dealerships. I knew this guy, he would just go to dealerships, test drive cars, do the review, and leave. Name was Cash. He would just do the review and leave. Corvette, he doing reviews on Corvettes, he doing BMWs, all for his content. And I tell you guys this because that's how easy it is, bro. It's easy. People overthink it too much. I don't know if I have what it takes and this and that. And bro, it's just you being yourself, bro. It's no script. No one's telling you have to say this. Nobody. It's all free imprompt. Imprompt is all original, bro. Nothing is scripted. Living life is original. Movies are scripted. Plays are scripted. Living life is original, bro. Nothing is scripted. So everything y'all see me doing here, I'm just talking, bro. I don't have a pen and a pad. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have words written down. I have to say this on the intro and nah, bro. It's all original. Just how I'm being originally me, y'all could be originally y'all, and y'all are awesome people. So put that into content form. Put that into some content. You know what I'm saying? Inspired to motivate others, man. It's people on here that both draw. They linked up the other night. They both artists. I'm like, man, y'all link up, bro. They like, yeah, we gonna follow each other. This is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? People connecting, but in order for that connection to happen, we all gotta be online. And you guys have great talents, man. Stop hiding them joints, man. Bust them out. Bust out your talent, man. Bust out your skills. I know everybody got skills. You can't tell me it's so many people in this world and only certain people are talented and skillful. I believe everybody are talented and skillful. It's just a matter of them tapping in. And this live was to motivate you, bro, to tap in. You gotta tap in. If you don't right now, ain't no telling when you might, man. It might not come. And you have to tap in right now because it's very important that you tap in right now. All the insecurities, all the doubts, put that aside, yo.
You done did that enough. Spent enough time on that. Let's flip it around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go out there and get active, man. Get turned, get lit, man. This ain't no other choice, man. If you don't believe me, I don't know. Give it through 3 more years and see what happens if you're still moping and hiding and doubting yourself and criticizing yourself. Or do the opposite and get that 2 more years and see what happens. So ultimatum, man. Both sound good, but you kind of already been doing one for too long. So let's try the other one. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. On that note.